sure and heat your pan before you treat it, and don't use high heat, use medium heat. Okay, so we've made this mess already. Now it's time to clean it up. You want to let this pan cool a little bit because you're going to actually put your hands in it at some point. So let it cool just a little bit. And then what I like to do is I like to take my salt, okay, that'll be in your staples in your troop food, and I like to treat that pan with plenty of salt. Okay, pretend that you're going to make a salt omelet, okay, not completely covered, but you want it to cover that pan. It'll soak up some of the remaining grease, and it'll also fool the food into you're fixing to do something else with it. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to create a roux, much like professional chefs do before they make a stew or a soup or something like that. You're actually going to use this grease and these food particles, and you're going to reverse cook them out of the pan. So you've got your salt in there. Then you want to put some dishwashing liquid, maybe 3 or 4 squirts. Okay. Then you're going to add water. Okay. And you want to bring it to halfway up the pan. I like to take it to the rivets right there. Okay. The reason you're going to do it halfway up is because you're going to bring this to a boil and you don't want it slopping all over your stove, and now you've got something else to clean up. So next thing you do is fire up your stove, and you're going to bring that to a nice boil. Okay, and while it's boiling and cooking, you're just going to give it one of these, almost like you're cooking scrambled eggs. Okay, you're going to let that food release right off the pan. Okay, that heat and that water and the salt and the soap get under that, and it starts releasing from the pan. Then after you get it to a boil, don't worry about it if it all comes off, if it doesn't all come off. Now you bring it to a boil, turn the heat back down, and add water to fill up your pan, almost to the top. Again, don't take it all the way to the top, because then you're just going to spill over and you're going to make a mess of your stove. Let that get a little warm, not quite boiling, then turn it off, let it set overnight. And then in the morning, you take your scrubber, you get it wet, and you can scrub that, all of that brown and black junk right off of your pan. Okay? Remember, you gotta let it set for it to work. This is Rick. Clean this.